Okay, good morning everybody and welcome back to my Great Planes J-3 Cub build here. Today we are going to be mocking up the aileron servo, installing the push rods, the bell cranks, and getting that all ready to go, and then after that we'll be sheeting the wings. So as you can see here, I already glued in the servo rail. They should be about dry. I'll take these off and I'll mark where I want to drill the holes to mount the servos. And I went ahead and pre-assembled my bell cranks. Now before I install this, I'll make sure this is tight, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of epoxy around this nut here to keep this from coming loose, and then they'll be installed out here on the wing panels. So that's what we're doing, that's where we're at, and moving right along. Okay, so we're back again. It's been about a week since I started this latest segment. Turns out I needed to order some parts, and it took them a little while to get here. So we're going to go ahead and continue now. Actually, I've already been continuing. I got the servo all glued in, epoxied in. I got the aileron push rods cut to length. I got the servo connecting arm installed. We got the inner push rod sections cut and installed on here. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and install the outer push rod sleeves, and then get the push rods connected up to the bell cranks. I went ahead and scuffed up the outer portion of this to get the glue to stick a little better. I'm going to slide them in. I'm going to connect up the push rods, and then we're going to continue from there. Okay, so we're installing the leading edge sheeting here, top sheeting. I got it tacked down here just to hold this end in place, and I'll tack it to each rib along the leading edge here, and I'll move along slowly to make sure this goes in right. Before I started, I sanded a little bit of a bevel underneath this sheeting here to get it to fit down really nice here. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that, and then we'll go on to the next piece of sheeting. so we got all the sheeting put on the top and the bottom at the leading edge and at the trailing edge. I put a towel down on my board here just to keep the sheeting on the bottom from getting scratched up a bit. So we're going to be working on the center sheeting section here. We're going to start with this piece here. And what I did was I marked the center of this, and I put a little pencil mark here to show me the center so that I could line that up and be just right with that. I'm not going to glue past this rib here. In other words, I'm not going to glue here because the sheeting is going to have a radius here. It's going to get cut out. So we won't need to glue this because it will be removed. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this in and get started on this. See if we can't finish this up here soon. So I'm going to work on that now.